are just time wastes. They're a fucking time waste. Grace is fat, lost her look. She's not feminine. She's an asshole. Ben is just a big fucking loser, asshole schlub on the internet. Look at that fucking loser. He can't even fucking walk. Mr. Masculinity can't even fucking pick up a 5-pound dumbbell. Mr. Masculinity that sits there and talks about Jews all day long. You wish, Ben. Know why? Because you're a fucking loser. You're just a fucking loser, Ben. That's all you are. And that's all you've ever been. And you never benefited anybody or benefited yourself or tucking yourself out of your own position. You're just a fucking loser. I wouldn't piss on the Thorps if they were on fucking fire.
Yeah,
D-Dog, you have any retort?
They are losers. I don't talk to them either anymore. So, I mean,
you shouldn't, because if you want to get better for yourself, anybody that hangs around this fucking piss bucket mop bags of shit, and that goes for Rudy and Ava too, are bigger fucking losers than the Thorps. Any man that wants to better himself ain't giving money to Rudy or Ava. They're doing something productive. I'm sick of fucking skank fucking liars, especially like Rudy. Oh, OnlyFans. She's showing her ass now for a few shekels, you fucking loser. You're fucking a liar, loser, hypocrite, disgusting, two Irish dysgenic piss mops.
I should say that, yeah, I did talk to them for 2 hours, but I don't talk to them off stream and DMs.
You're losing your life. You go work out.
So I made a video talking about how the Thorps are still at it, right? And that is this really the end? Whatever, right? They did a whole day where they were streaming for an hour and it was all far apart, right? They'll stream 1 hour, then a couple hours later they'll stream again, and then a couple hours later they'll stream again. And I'm thinking like, all right, this is the end. This may be the end. They're desperate, so they're doing whatever they can to make content, right? Well, they go on a low count reject, and I did a whole stream, right? But we're gonna just skip a lot of the whatever part because it's not that important. But we're starting out with good old Maxer, right? And he's going in hot and heavy against the Thorps. He doesn't want to talk to the Thorps. He doesn't want to talk to Ruby or Eva. He doesn't want to deal with anybody from there, right? But he's very angry at the Thorps. He's angry at Ben and Grace. He's calling them losers. He's calling them failures. He's calling anybody support. He's going in hot and heavy. And I'm here like, oh, cool. I guess I have content, right? I was going to make a little video on the other stuff, but I am running out of energy because I'm already up. When this video is being recorded, it is 7:41. I have been up for a good couple of hours, and I did not go to sleep because the whole Thorps on reject was just too big to miss. And trust me, it was, right? If you want the good stuff, just go to like the last 2 hours, where whenever Maxer or Whore Maxer comes on, go right there and just watch the rest of the stream.
That's it.
That was literally
So if you were just a random
Cause
chatter,
because she was like, "Why does this guy never cam up? Why doesn't this guy cam up?" She got
right,
quirks,
but why would she
it.
be interested in? Why would she be interested in you particularly, and not some other random chatter?
Because we were on John Goltz for a lot of times. That's the reason, right? She comes on John
It's
Goltz.
not because you gave her tons of memberships and super chats. That has nothing to do with it.
I think she was just curious, yeah.
Okay, so like someone like Schizo Spud who comes on panel, doesn't cam up and doesn't give her any money. She doesn't really care to see his face.
She wasn't on John Goltz. She wasn't John Goltz. Me and her were like in the late night panels all the time.
So it's your friendship. That's why you guys met up.
I don't know if we're friends. I barely know her. She doesn't even know my real name.
Okay, so it just happens to be that you, a 41-year-old Asian, very wealthy, with no children, no girlfriend, no wife, happens to meet up, just out of pure friendship, with a young white female streamer who he's donated lots of money to to buy drinks
Okay.
and hang out at 1 a.m. in
She
California.
bought the drinks. She bought the drinks.
I didn't say you bought the drinks.
I think you implied that.
So that's just because of your friendship.
We're not friends.
That's just out of her pure curiosity.
That's right.
She just wants
Surprise.
41-year-old Asian guy looks like. Why?
She was desperate to see what a 41-year-old Asian
Mm-hmm.
like.
I think that's the same thing you're doing now, right? Why would a 41-year-old keeps giving money to random streams in Boyd? Maybe it's just because I just want to see you guys fight each other. How about that?
But wait, if she was so curious about what you looked like, when she reported back about what you look like, all she said was he looked.
And here, for some weird reason, Grace is just poking the bear. She's just starting shit with, get crack, right? Why are they starting shit? Well, maybe it has to do with that, maybe because he's not giving them money. He's giving money to different content creators that he likes, It's a little crazy, right? It's crazy. She's really going at get crack, right? Because before this, right? Before this situation, there were already tensions, right? Hormax is coming in hot and heavy, right? It's going in full on, right? Full on fight, and D-Dog didn't want to deal with the thorps. He's like, you know what? You deal with them. If they want to come up, let them come up, right? And I thought, all right, the thorps are going to come up for like 5-10 minutes. They're going to leave. No, they're just starting to poke the bear, right? They're just starting to poke the bear that is get cracking. Get crack is, he's not giving them what they want, right? He's not budging. He's just standing his ground. Oh boy.
That, I mean,
It is funny. It's retarded. Instead of talking to someone online at your time, close to 5,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
should be sleeping. You're just here talking to me for what reason?
That's perfect.
You should worry about yourselves.
You could say, okay,
right?
What's that mean?
Right?
No.
Oh,
really?
your turn.
Shouldn't you be...
That's a fair question. What are we doing talking to you? Is that what you're saying?
Right. What is this for? What's the purpose of this?
No, let me tell you what the purpose is. The purpose is I care about this channel. I care about the content here. And you are content death. You kill channels. I've seen you do it before. You go from stream to stream, paying a couple of shekels here and there so that you get treated like royalty on panels. And Dalmatian Dog doesn't have the balls to tell you, but I will. You are content death, and I care about this channel. And your money doesn't mean anything to me.
So it is your channel. So yours is your channel. Okay, I think we're done. I think you admitted it. It is your channel, and OPC is gonna give it to you. Okay, now we got the truth out of you. Now I got my little fish out of you, man. I got my tuna.
I don't own it at all.
Now I'm gonna eat nice tonight. I know it's you. Now I know it's your channel. Now you're worried about your channel. Oh shit! Now you are worried about your channel. Your channel.
Better off alone than with you up here, but he's too scared to say it because
maybe because I'm influencing them to get it away from you. I'm influencing.
You are
so maybe you're worried you're losing control. I think you're losing control, aren't you? I see. Interesting.
You are content death, and I won't allow you to kill this channel. I refuse. I won't tolerate it. Go back to John Galt where you belong.
What makes you think that this guy's even going to kill the channel or have?
I've seen it happen before,
well,
TL.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
He's not funny. He rambles. He's Asian. He laughs annoyingly. It's awful, and he thinks he deserves to be up here because he pays a few shekels here and there.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm here to tell him I haven't gotten a penny of his money in months because I said that I made an Asian joke with him and OPC on panel. I know. See him. His little feeties got hurt. He hasn't donated a penny since. And I'm here to tell him nobody needs your money. OPC doesn't need your money. And the chat hates your fucking content. You suck.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Grace.
We wish you the best.
Are you gonna cry now? Where, little baby, little cry baby? Where? Go cry to sleep, little baby. It's fucking 5 a.m. and the sun's coming out. Where? Wow, this is amazing. That was embarrassing. Holy shit, I couldn't believe that. I made a white girl cry. I just made a white girl cry.
What
All
makes
right.
you think I'm crying? The only
You're
thing
crying. You just whined your ass out. I'm gonna go get a
the
smoke right
incoming
now.
death of this channel. Because you know what will happen, Get Crack? People will be like, oh, this is a funny panel. Dalmatian's great. He's kind of crazy. He goes off on rants. He's got panelists up here. It's a fun time. It's a good after show. And then you weasel your way on. You keep hitting that StreamYard link. Dalmatian says, hey, I'd like a friend to talk to. And then you just bore him. And you bore the chat. And you keep talking. And eventually he goes quiet because he's a sensitive guy. And he doesn't have the guts to tell you, get the fuck off my panel and never come back. And then eventually it's just you and H2BN all over again talking about stocks. And everybody fucking leaves. And I don't want to see that happen.
He is content death, right? Right? He is content death. And the dwarves, you know, right, whether or not the dwarves really own Local Reject, we don't know, right? Right? Grace is saying, I don't own the channel, right? Maybe she said it as a troll to really get on Get Crack, right? But it seems like her problem is that, you know, Get Crack is giving other people money, right? You know, they're basically, I mean, you know what, the dwarves, their stuff, right? It's not even detractable at this point. You can't really, and the only way to make dwarf content is just to go back to their older stuff. Their current stuff ain't the best, right? Right? Their content is not the best right now. And they got to start picking fights, right? We've been seeing this, right? The last couple of days we've been seeing them. They're picking fights. They're having people on as an attempt to save whatever's left. They had Manar, right? You know, they were picking a fight with Ruby. They picked a fight. Well, I mean, they didn't pick a fight with Becky. That's a whole different situation, right? But you know, they had opportunity, but they haven't been doing it, right? Their ecosystem, the environment they've created, it's collapsing, right? And this could be viewed as a last ditch effort, right? To keep themselves a little relevant. Now, mind you, I'm very tired, so I do apologize if I'm talking like this. Mostly because, like, before this, like, Dalmatian Dog, doesn't want to deal with the dwarves anymore. He was already getting sick of them. He just wanted to be cut off by them. You know, and that's why he left for a little bit, right? That, and he also wanted to, you know, get the 4 hours in, so I guess he can get, like, monetized on Kick, whatever. But, you know, things didn't play out how you expected. And the fact that Grace reveals herself,
talking about stocks, and everybody fucking leaves. And I don't want to see that happen.
That was insane way to get there. I would think it'd be Scotty or any of the other people that call in more than Get Crack. I mean, I thought he's had like a normal conversation with Dominic.
That's right. Go away and never come back. Leave the panel and don't ever hit that fucking StreamYard link again. Ran him off. Back to John Galt with ye. Back to John Galt. Hey guys, today we're gonna be talking about what's a stock?
I don't know.
Today we're gonna be talking about trading with Apple going up. Fatality. Go away. Dalmatian, you can come back now. I cleaned it up for you. Mommy's here. Swept it up. Sweep it up. He's in the dustpan, headed into the garbage bin.
Okay, Grace, I want you to know that you do not own this channel. I hope you understand that. And honestly, the fact that you even said that tonight, me and OPC are going to have some serious conversations very soon about the channel, this channel. So we'll see what happens with the future of this channel, but me and OPC are going to have a very serious conversation about what you just said tonight, Grace. So I hope you enjoy. You just got OPC in trouble, Grace. Hope you enjoy it. You talk about you care about this channel. The streaming for me on this channel is over until I talk to OPC. And
And here we are. Is it the end of Locale Reject? The early on Tuesday, Dalmatian had all these plans. He wanted to change the channel. He was going through and getting different PFPs and everything. Oh, but I guess that's not happening. Or maybe it is. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know how things are going to play out. We just don't know. Right? The future is unknown. The future of Locale Reject is unknown. Right? We don't know how things are going to play out. We don't know how any of it, is he going to come back? Hopefully. I really enjoy Reject a lot. But I understand how he feels. You work so hard only for it to be taken away from you once you hit peak, right? Or you're getting towards the top. And again, Grace said that she doesn't own Reject. She's not the owner. She's not. But it's hard to believe her, right? It's hard to believe any of this. In the end, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how things play out, right? I'm here, reporting on this, right? I'm giving you what's going on. And I am very tired, so let me cut the shit, right? Let me actually cut the shit. I do see that this was a last attempt by the thorp to keep their channel alive, keep themselves relevant, because everybody else is moving away, right? D-Dog was moving away, Ava, Ruby, right? I was the only person, and I even said in chat that I'll cover them. Why not, right? I can fill in that hole, right, until they're completely gone, right? Have that little niche, but even now, it's like, is it even worth covering them? Right? It is better to let them die in irrelevancy, right? Because now they have burned old bridges. They burn any attempt of goodwill, right? They could have easily worked this out with Dalmatian, right? Maybe they could have apologized to everybody, keep things distant, and maybe came back and they would have been better. But now they decided to show their real colors. In the end, I guess this is what they deserve. Everybody is sick of them. Everybody's sick of their stuff. To see a locale turn out like this is pretty sad. But we'll have to wait and see, right? The future is unknown. They could be milking it for the next couple days to make some type of money. Or who knows? Till next time. God bless.